Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Daily Crypto Plan. I'm Paul J from Crypto Traders Arena. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday again. So, happy Friday, people. One more week is gone, a FOMC week. Not too many things to do, but overall, I think was a profitable week. Slightly, but profitable. FOMC should be I don't know. We should be on the sidelines anyway. Thank you, Easy. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so let's start with Bitcoin CME chart, daily time frame as usual. What do we have here? Well, not too many things changed from yesterday. We are trying to bounce and maybe sweep the liquidity at 80,000. Maybe. I don't know exactly. The gap is there. The levels are there. The mountain man level is at 83,600. And that means to close the gap. Is the market strong enough to go and test that level? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not here to predict. I'm here to tell you, well, if the market will pump all the way up here, I'll short. If the market will SFU these highs, I'll look for an SFU setup. I don't know what will happen. I don't need to know what will happen. I just need to make my plans, work with scenarios, risk management, setups, and everything will be okay. Now, that's the CME chart. You can see the divergence on OBV. It's obvious. It's there. Divergence on RSI is there. MACD probably has a divergence. Yeah. So we have warning signs. That's for sure. There are warning signs on the indicator. Well, the market is not as strong. On lower time frame, on 12-hour chart, I think we even have better ones. You can see here, RSI. And on 12-hour chart, we have an, what is this? This is an M. Even if we put the line chart, you can see the M's here. 1 M, 2nd M, 3rd M. Now we are bouncing from a support from 75. How strong will be this bounce? I don't know. Let's go back on daily. And let's take a look at this chart here. You can see the same bearish divergence. You can see everything, but it's a bit more clear what we have here. You can see the M a lot better. We accepted, we confirmed this M, we broke down, and now we are retesting the neckline. Usually the neckline is retested here, a bit deeper, maybe a bit higher. So, for the moment, people, I have to give more credit to this scenario. To the green one. I have to give more credit to, well, it's just a dead cat bounce and we can dump. If we SFU these levels and we accept above this level, then I could think about 82, 83, 84 and so on. So for the moment, seeing the classic chart, I have to respect the market structure. Indeed, it's ugly because we have equal highs here. Indeed, equal highs usually get retested, swept, and so on. But sometimes they don't, or not for the moment. So, is this a valid M? Depending on the time frame you are looking, depending on the chart you are looking. For example, you'll see a difference here on 12-hour chart. You can see this is not an M if you put the line chart. You saw the M on CME, but here on the line chart we have a higher high. Let me show you. Can you see a bit of difference between charts? Depending what chart you are using, depending where you are looking, what time frame you are using, you can see different things. But my clear conclusion is that, well, this is an M. We are using wicks and tails anyway, So this is an EM. We broke down. We are retesting here. Let's see if we'll accept back and we'll test the highs. If not, this could be a nice area to short and dump lower. Okay, enough about Bitcoin on higher time frame. Let's take a look at Ethereum on CME. Same EM, but this one is a bit more clear. It's crystal clear. On daily, high, lower high, neckline, we close the candle below the week low of the neckline. So definitely an EM here. Looks like we rejected from this level. Looks like they don't want to close the gap for the moment. Things could change, yes. I could easily see if everything is bullish, everything is pumping, I could easily see Ethereum pumping, at least Wyckoff check this level and close the gap. But for the moment, like I said on Ethereum, for the moment we have a fucking big daily EM. Let's respect that. Okay, now that's Bitcoin, that's Ethereum. Let's take a look at ES. Strong and really strong on higher time frame. No EM, no nothing. We should adapt this one, put it a bit higher. You can see we are trying to create a gap up here on ES. So on daily time frame is really strong. If I put the indicators, then I see something else. I see some EMs trying to confirm here. Actually, they confirmed already. I see some bearish divergence on RSI and OBV. There are some warning signs. Some warning signs that maybe is not that strong. Maybe you'll go sideways. Who knows? And consolidate a bit more. That could be something. And then pump higher. Or if you zoom in on lower time frame, you'll see some EMs there. I was talking about with VIP on a similar chart. I'll show you in a minute. So it's a good idea to chase here? No. Do you are a scalper to trade on lower time frame? Okay. If you are not, you don't have a reason to short. You don't have a setup. You should sit on the sidelines and wait for a proper setup. For a swing trader, this is like catching falling knives just to the upside. For a day trader could go long, could go short all day long and still make money. So lower time frame, some things to do. On higher time frame, the market is strong. We closed above. It's clear that we don't have any EM. I'm still thinking about this scenario at some point in time. Let's see if it will happen. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ES, gold. It's in the same place like yesterday. I told you that will probably lag, will probably stay behind. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to trade it. I don't want to watch it. Similar on silver. Oil, well, we pumped. We didn't close the gap, but we pumped deeply in the short reload zone here. We touched 78.6. Shark is always a good idea. And we dumped a little bit. We should trade this one? Probably not. If you trade it, you should go on lower time frame because on daily nothing you can do. 1 hour, for example. Well, you still don't have any EM. Oh no, ugly on all the time frames. What is the best level to pay attention? I think the SFU level. It's something you should pay attention, but like I said over and over again, this chart is not for us. Okay, so we talked about Bitcoin, Ethereum. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. We had an EM. We don't have an EM anymore. Simple. So, sorry. We had a daily EM. We confirmed the daily EM. I was hoping for this scenario. No. We SFU the highs. Seems like we'll fuck around for more time here at 60, 61, maybe higher. But at least we had a hope here with an EM. Maybe this EM will transform in a head and shoulder pattern. Possible. Shoulder. Now we are forming the head. and then we have time to form the right shoulder, and the right shoulder will create another EM like this, and then we can short, we can be aggressive on altcoins. We had the EM but no follow-up. You can see we quickly reclaim the high. That tells us something. Okay, Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Unfortunately, similar level like yesterday. We are in the long reload zone. No W yet. We can push to 78.6, yes. We can sweep some liquidity here, yes. Until I'll see a clear reversal, I'll touch or I'll think bullish about Ethereum versus Bitcoin. No. Simple. Total market cap, we are exactly there at 2.5. Nothing changed from yesterday. So that's the higher time frame. Let's take a look at lower time frame, but before that, calendar, we have PMI today. In the New York session, after half an hour after the stock market will open, we have the PMI. Yeah, our time zones are different, but the way I could tell you when to expect the news is half an hour after the stock market will open. We have the PMI, and we should respect this one. Sometimes is nothing burger, sometimes is moving the market and is creating a dark maul. We'll see. Okay, now lower time frame. If I'm looking at this entire thing, this is just a dead cat bounce. We have some W's here, okay. We are trying to stay in the Monday range. If I'm looking at the last move from here to here, we are in a short reload zone already. So if I consider this one on 1 hour, swing high, swing low, I should draw a fib from here to here and look what location we have. Shark is always a good idea. Yeah. I'm hoping in the London session for the market to pump in SFU this level, maybe even this SFU level. That will give me more I don't know, more confluence for a short. Here is possible, yes, but here give me a general setup, and I don't see a general setup. Shark is always a good idea, was too early for me. Now, give me an EM with some bearish divergence. I don't see the bearish divergence. I see the EM. I could go on lower time frame, for example, on a 5-minute chart and try to find some EMs. There you go, we have some EMs here. But I want to trade here short in London session? No. The most aggressive I could go for a short is SFU of this high. But if I zoom out back on 1 hour, I should stay the fuck out, wait for a general setup here, or SFU of this level, SFU of this level, shark on higher time frame here, 78, 400 or 500. So in this area will be better. I have an alarm for a scenario where the market is pumping and taking these equal highs, as we spoke. Let's see what will happen. So I don't have a setup ready for the moment. I'm hunting higher for a short. If the market will dump here, you know, I don't need to tell you why I have these levels here, why I have the eyes here, why I have the alarms there. Fuck it. You should know why do we have those. SFU of these lows will trigger a long. I will hunt aggressively a long idea. Here, similar. If you look overall, you zoom out a little bit, we are between levels. We are between long SFUs and short SFUs, kind of in the middle of everything. Retesting this big EM. Technically, I should look short even here, but maybe we're lucky and we'll get a short reload zone. Just maybe. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Ethereum. Weaker than Bitcoin. We confirm a lot of EMs. We are trying to do a dead cat bounce. We have a W here, but we are fighting against big EMs. If we are lucky and we'll get an SFU of this level, that could be a nice SFU. If we push higher here, then yeah, Monday high swap, SFU setup there. It's obvious for everyone. Slow and steady, people. It's Friday. Friday we want in and out, in and out. And my favorite setup from now on, like I said multiple times, is the SFU setup. I'll focus my attention hunting SFU setups, putting alarms for VIP, looking to see the reclaim back in the range and trade the SFU. Okay, now that being said about Ethereum, let's admit that it's weaker than Bitcoin and could be just a dead cat bounce here and we can dump. If we accept below the Monday low, lights out, we'll go to the SFU most probably. And then we can think about a potential long. Here, exactly here, no. No setup. Aster, it's a motherfucker. You can see it's all over the place, but it's not doing anything. Classic CZ and his team. Tao, let me zoom out on 4-hour chart and put it in a perspective. You can see, ugly. Nothing I can do here. I told you, higher for a short, lower for a potential long. Here, no. Hype, all over the place. I will say it again. Leave it alone. Stefan was scalping here, but even Stefan will manage to take a bit of profit and the market will go belly up because this is not providing enough. But Stefan managed to get a nice trade here on 5-minute chart. He took this one here. Nice, but that's a scalp. Why I don't post charts like this? Because I don't want to scalp shitcoins. I don't want to trade shitcoins lower than 1 hour, 4 hour daily. No. I prefer to stay on Bitcoin and Ethereum. They are providing a lot better levels. At least for my system, for my way of trading. But you can see Stefan managed to take a long here, book a bit of profit here, and the market immediately SFU this level and going back down. I recommend to short? No. I just told you to leave it alone. If you are a trader above 1 hour, you don't have any business to look at this one. Ugly location is stronger than the rest, so no, it's not good. No, it's not suited for shorts. It's not strong enough to move higher. So we'll fuck around. Look at it. Yeah. Solana. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Up and down. EMs and Ws, EMs and Ws. Is trying to hold $80 on higher time frame. Yeah. Is trying to hold this level. If we'll accept below $70, $80 and lower, bad. If we'll stick to this level, maybe we have a chance. I don't think so. I think we'll go. In this bear market, I think we'll go to $40. In my mind, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when. Maybe I'm wrong. Who the fuck knows? Okay. Yes, on lower time frame, on 1 hour. Well, it's trying to do something. I posted. We had an SFU here, an alarm. Didn't trigger anything. The alarm triggered, but the market pushed higher, so no SFU there. If you know how to trade the range even in a trend, I'll just show you briefly what is possible. Cup what you pay attention, even cup 1. So we cloned the Monday range. Do you see any confluence here? I just cloned that one and I put it below. You see the levels well respected? No, let's put it above. Do you see the levels respected over and over again? It's hard to trade in a trend with the range. No, it's not. You just need to know the rules and you need to be sharp. So, looks like we are trying to dump here. 9 minutes until the London session will start. Well, maybe an SFU. We have an alarm already there. Just maybe. But I think the market with an SFU or without an SFU here, market should do something like this. Test this level. What will happen next, I don't know. But we should test this level. Probably before the New York session will start. So, SFU and then dump or straight dump. We had an SFU in the asset session. You can see it here. It was pretty obvious. Yeah, a lower time frame. We had a high and then we SFU that level and now we are dumping. But I was sleeping like a baby here, even in the SFU. Okay, that's yes. Gold, all over the place. Let me show you why I don't like it. Has a downtrend, has some W's, Monday range as a resistance. No thank you. Silver, similar. Looks a bit better, by the way. Okay, what I was talking about. Here, 5-minute chart, I was discussing with the VIP members. What do we see here? We had an alarm here. Yeah, an alarm got triggered here. Some people managed to take a short here. 2R. We managed to get a 2R. And then we bounce back and SFU'd again. This trade is done. I discussed with the VIP members that this looks ugly. This looks something. This pattern here. Some people have a specific name for this pattern. Here at the top, well, you can see on 5-minute chart what you have. A high, a low, higher slightly. You have an SFU here. I don't know. Some people call this pattern something. Who knows how this pattern is called? And I was discussing here, well, it looks bad and will probably dump. Some people said, well, but the London session is closed and I don't want to touch it. Yeah, but it's not New York session, it's London session. So it's not so tied up with the session by itself. I'm just saying. We can SFU one more time. That will be a gift. If we'll SFU here, that will be a nice. But I don't know if we'll SFU because the pattern is complete and we can dump. We can dump here and we can dump lower. If you took the trade EM here, well, you should make the trade risk free when we touch this level, or slightly above, and you should book the profit, a bit of profit in the middle of the range and close entirely the trade at the Monday low. Again, I don't trade traditional market. I'm just framing setups for crypto traders arena people so they all see the setups. It's their decision to take them or don't take them, or I'm not a financial advisor. Okay. So, this one is pretty obvious for me. Was classic. If you are a scalper, a day trader, you should be short already. I see Stefan saying that we are short already. I don't know if you are talking about this one or yes. Or Bitcoin. Okay. That's the lower time frame part. That's the lower time frame part. Going back on Bitcoin. No, I don't think I should short here. I think I should wait for the London session to give me a bit of context, to give me something. Can the market be strong enough to SFU at least one level? Let's hope so, people. Let's hope so. Why I don't want to trade here? Well, first of all, we have a W here. A nice W. Neckline in the Monday low. Then we consolidated this move. Then we accepted above this move. We don't have even one-to-one with this W. Usually a W like this will produce at least a 1R. At least. 1R for this W means SFU of this level. So I am not tempted to take it here. It's too aggressive. Give me a general setup. Let the market fuck around for a couple of hours here. Okay, doesn't have the power to pump and then I'll see clear EMs, clear general setup. Okay. But here, this SFU is tempting. This one is even more tempting. The shark will be even more tempting. And if we'll SFU this level, then, well, you should zoom out and see what we have on higher time frame, because that means something. You swap the liquidity of these equal highs. If we dump like crazy, okay, but if we accept above and close above, then we have a problem. Then we have to think about the other scenario. But taking things level by level, we accepted back in the range. This is the middle of the range, but too many SFUs, too many levels here to miss the middle of the range this time. Middle of the range usually is not a good area for us to trade. This time we have SFUs exactly there. We have support and resistance level. We can attempt an SFU if the market will pump here. I'll be here. I'll post. Friday for me it's a long day because I have this live stream. Then I'll go and trade London session with Stefan and VIP members. Then I have the New York session. At the end of the day, I have Capo 1. Another live stream. So it's pretty full for me. So I'll be around. I have alarms. I'm looking at the charts. Hopefully I'll be able to post in time if I see something interesting. That being said, let's call it a live stream. Let's see how many people reposted this time. I'm curious. Let me see. Not this one. This one it's 38:45 as usual. Thank you, people. Okay. I just posted that. Posted the last testimonial, the last review. All the reviews will be here. All be on Twitter. Okay, people. Let's call it a live stream. Slow and steady. Remember, VIP is open today. Stefan, I don't know if you opened for Discord members or you posted. But post for everyone, please. And let them in VIP. Of course, in the limit. How many places we have for them. Yeah, we don't accept more than 100 people in VIP. So, if you want to join VIP, DM Stefan. You know the drill. DM Stefan, answer to his questions. And depending on his answer, you do the payment or you stick with general chat. It's that simple. Okay, people. Let's wrap it up. See you next time. Bye-bye.